Hello, it's me. Snow! I love snow. So actually, it just stopped snowing. And the sky came out. Well, the sky's always out, but it's all blue there, I guess you can see. And everything's melting. Uh, we've had a lot of snow last 4 weeks, I think, which has been great. And I haven't really gotten to playing it as much because it'll snow and then it'll disappear, and then it'll snow and disappear. But I did ride my bike through it, which was silly. Don't ride bikes through snow because brakes don't work the way you think they will. Everything slides. Whew, I slide. I don't have my ice feet yet. Anyway, hey, sorry it's been a while. Long story. I don't even like talking about technology on these at all, except to say that it's kind of silly. But Apple, which made the previous phone camera that I was using, which was a gift, and it was a really cool gift. I haven't actually bought like a piece of technology like that in years. But they did an update which killed the microphones on all of their old, it was like iPhone 7 or something like that. Basically to kind of encourage everyone to buy a new one. And I don't want to buy a new one. So instead I got gifted another one. This is like an even older one, but it doesn't have any updates, so it still works. Anyway, so that's why it's been a while. I've been trying to kind of figure that out without buying anything, because I don't like buying. Well, I don't mind buying. I don't like giving lots of money to big corporations. So yeah, it's been a while. And things have changed a little bit in America, I guess, but not really. I was going to talk about that. Actually, I want to talk about that because of the snow. So it's been snowing a lot. A lot. And it's been beautiful. And I love the snow. And there have been all these times I could just like look out the window and dream and hope. And kind of hope like, oh, maybe it's not getting bad. Maybe, because this area, like the area between France, Luxembourg, Germany, like this whole area used to be covered in snow every winter. I've heard all these stories from people, grew up in Metz, in France, or in Luxembourg, or in Trier, who would all talk about how, most of the time in the winter they'd wake up and like, oh, cool, school's canceled again. But there have been no school cancellations in any of this area except for COVID cancellations. Because the snow stopped. This is rare. The year before there was not much snow at all. This year there's been more. And looking around you can kind of imagine, oh, it's back. Everything's back. Everything is going to be okay. It probably won't be. I mean, it will be okay, but it's not going back to normal. And that's kind of related, I guess, to what just kind of happened in America. America is this distant dream to me now. Not even dream. I don't know. It's kind of like a film I remember watching one time, but I wouldn't watch again. But I know a lot of you are in America, and I pay a lot of attention there. Mostly because so many of you are there. But yeah, so, there was that riot, insurrection, carnival thing that happened, I guess, it was the 6th of January, where a bunch of people broke into the Capitol and messed stuff up, and some of them were planning to be very violent, and none of them got to be really violent. And then a week and a half later, there's a new president, and there's a sense like, oh, everything's going to be better, everything's going to be different, it's going to go back to the way things were, and that sense of false hope, we so desperately want to hope. Like I said, I want to see all of this. You see that stream back there? I think it was like 2 videos ago or something. I was telling you I had found this stream bed that was completely empty, even though it had been raining. And I was like, why is there a stream bed here? Where is that from? Oh, it must be from the snow, from snow melt. And I was right. So that's it, down there. That fills up only when there's enough snow melt to have a steady stream of water going down there. Even with some of the heavier rains, it doesn't fill up. Only with snow. That makes me happy. It's a temporary stream. It's a pop-up stream. Oh, sorry. But it's cool. It's a stream you only get to experience sometimes of the year. I'm going to keep going tangential on streams because you guys know I love streams. But I've started following some new streams to see where they meet. I found one place that I hadn't seen before where 3 streams meet. I was really excited about that. And yeah, I plan on doing more of that. So all of the snow makes me, want to say, oh, everything's better. And a new president in America is making it so that lots of people are, understandably kind of feeling, oh, everything's better. Everything's going to be different now. It's going to go back to the same. And I broke my social media rule like the few days before and after the inauguration, and wrote a lot because I was sensing that everyone had that feeling. And the feeling that I kind of compared it to is the feeling that I had when I was in an abusive relationship. So, we met, everything was really cool for the first 2 months, and then there's like 1 or 2 moments where I was like, oh, that's a little weird. Why did he do that? Well, I love him, so it'll be okay. And then, things would go kind of back to normal, and then get bad again, and then be back to normal. And I got into this pattern where things would be so bad, so scary, so many times where I'd be like, I can't handle this anymore. And then suddenly everything would be back to normal. It wasn't normal, but it felt normal. And it felt normal especially because the crisis that had been so bad had kind of changed the standard, the threshold for what I considered normal. So where if it was a day I wasn't being screamed at, it was a good day. And I think if you're living in America especially, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because, if it was a day when you weren't hearing about kids in cages, or a day where you weren't hearing about, some new terrifying law or some new terrifying thing that your leader was saying, then it was a good day. Except it was only a good day because the bad days were really bad. And now that person is gone and there's a new person, and there's a sense where, okay, everything's better now. Someone different in charge, even though nothing has quantitatively changed, and our idea of what normal is completely set by the bad. Just like our idea of what normal is with climate change is set by, how bad it's been. I mean, I've been like, oh, there's lots of snow. No, this isn't a lot of snow. This is a lot of snow because there hasn't been any snow in all of these parts in Europe for years and years and years. So now I'm like, whoa, look at all this snow. It's back. The planet's back. It's okay. We didn't fuck it up too bad. No, actually, this is nothing compared to what it used to be. It just gives me a sense where I can kind of feel like, okay, everything's better. And it's a really human thing to do, It's really hard to hold on to the idea of things kind of falling apart, and also our need to just have enough stability to sort of survive. And trying to balance that is never easy. And when you do start balancing that, or holding both of those at the same time, you get a lot of anger from people who are like, no, everything's better. Or, on the other side, no, everything's awful. And I think the trick is just kind of finding your own balance on it. Not expecting other people to have it. They'll come to it or they won't. Yeah, I've been thinking about a lot about that. Anyway, I'm gonna go play in the snow a little bit more, but I wanted to tell you all that so while the phone was not working, so I couldn't do videos, I ended up writing lots of essays, several essays, and I've got another one coming out too. So yeah, so I'll make sure that you guys know where those are. They're on my blog, or on Gods and Radicals. And yeah, so that's been cool. I've been writing a lot more. My life right now feels really good, really balanced. There are birds. They all think it's spring. They're right. Bulk is in, week and a half? Not even. 10 days. That's a week and a half. Oh, and also, this is really cool. In a few days, it'll be 1 year ago that I met the guy that I'm still with. This amazing man. I'll talk about that probably in the next video. Yeah, things are good. Things are good. They're not back to normal. This is kind of the new normal. And I guess this is what we have to work with now. And that's okay. We can figure this out. Or feel our way into it. And adapt to it. And, live from here. Anyway, love you all. I'll give you one more shot of this amazing snowy forest. And the cool temporary stream that will be gone soon. Probably in a day or two. More forest. More forest. Blue sky. Gray. Blue. Anyway. I love you all. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.